Hello, Reds. Welcome back to the channel, Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So, this one is the post match of Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 2. And yeah, let's start with it, shall we? Arnie Slot decided to drop Ekatike to the bench and look after him and bring on Cody Gakpo in his place. What are you doing, lad? What are you doing? It was bizarre when I saw that in the lineup. To play Gakpo and Salah in the same team, you are not going to get any change out of them defensively. Absolutely no change at all. Let's look at the game, shall we? Because the game's literally just finished, and I'm trying to stay positive, but I might lose my shite on here with that performance. 6 minutes, verts to Salah, no pressure on Salah, doesn't even hit the target. It goes way over wide, and that just summed up Salah's game for me today. Forget about his assist for Sloboslai's equaliser. 8 minutes, Maka to Salah, plays it too heavy, ball runs out. Salah gets clean through. Instead of going for goal, he tries to pass to Gakpo, gives the ball away. Clever by Verts on 12 to Salah. Salah tries something, goes out for a corner. Salah, Gakpo, Salah, Verts, Sloboslai, too slow to gather in the box. Bournemouth get a free kick, nothing comes of it. Bournemouth have a corner, nothing comes of it. 18, Salah and Verts corner. Salah puts the ball in, goes out for another corner. Sloboslai from that corner goes straight into the keeper's arms. Our set pieces from corners is absolutely dog, and yet Virgil van Dijk scored one from the back of his shoulder. 22 minutes, Gakpo verse corner, Salah nothing. 25 minutes, the stupidity from our captain is unbelievable with what he tries to do with that ball. Absolutely pathetic defending. I tweeted that was under 12s, and I was being kind to Van Dijk about that. Even when he did that, he did not react to the cross coming in. He leant backwards. The ball comes in. There's Evan Nielsen. Smashes the ball into the back of the net. Guess what comes from that? We lose a centre half because Alisson clatters into Joey Gomez. Joey Gomez season's finished because that's what it's like. And I just could not believe what I saw there. And then Joey Gomez is limping down the side of the touchline. Where is our manager? Where is our coaching staff not using their brains in this? Get him back on the pitch after 30 seconds, let him go down, the play will get stopped, and we can make the substitution. 7 friggin' minutes before Endo came on that pitch. That would never, ever happen in a Sunday League game. It wouldn't happen on a Saturday Park game. Yes, Slot was saying kick the ball out to Alisson. But Alisson didn't see that. What kind of a head coach is that? He should have been screaming his head off. Gomez should have gone back on the pitch. He could have gone down. We're absolutely crap in the dark arts, aren't we? Absolutely dog shite. in doing things like that. And what happens? They score the second goal. They score the second goal because we're a man down. They open us up and it's 2-0. 2-0 at 32 minutes. 25 minutes, Van Dijk's stupidity. 32 minutes, we're a man down. They play through us. Great ball in, great finish. 36 minutes, Verts to Frimpong, corner. 39, Vert shoots wide. 40 minutes, one trick pony Gakpo tries to cut in with a ball and he loses it when a left foot shot. If that was Luis Diaz, he would have hit it with his left foot. But no. 42 minutes, Kirkes wild shot, it gets blocked. 43 minutes, Gakpo, Salah has a right foot attempt. 43 minutes, our first shot on target. 44 minutes, Salah, corner, Hill out for another corner. Dom takes it. He takes the corner. Van Dijk loses his man. He doesn't head it. He comes off the back of his shoulder and goes into the opposite corner. 2-1. And we get a free kick on 47 with Frimpong being fouled. Salah takes the free kick. It does not beat the first man. Honestly. You are seeing the demise of probably one of the greatest footballers ever to wear a red shirt for Liverpool. But he went to the AFCON or out of all sorts. He's come back from the AFCON out of all sorts. So, yeah. Half time, 2-1. Second half, yes, we had the ball for ages and whatever. Kirkes was off, Robbo was on in the second half. Bournemouth get a corner within the first minute. Endo to Gakpo. Keeper smothers it. Gakpo corner. Slobber slice straight into the keeper's arms. Frimpong corner. Salah straight into the keeper's arms. We are so wasteful. Then Maka and Frimpong go off. Ekitike and Jones come on. Slobberslide on 57 goes to right back. We're all over the show in this half. We really are. Van Dijk trying to play head tennis with Robbo. Bounces off Van Dijk. Goes out for a cheap throw-in. 65. Jones breaks. His shot gets blocked. Gravenberg's shot is just wide. 66. They bring on Christie for Krupe. He goes off. 67 minutes. Gakpo, Robbo, corner. Slobberslide. Punched away. 68. Ekitike wins the ball. The referee gives a foul. Pathetic decision. He clearly wins the ball and he gives the foul. At this point, 70 minutes, Liverpool are flapping all over the place from their throw-ins. We're losing the ball. We're trying to do fancy back flicks. 73, Ungamoa comes on. Gakpo. Ungamoa comes on. Gakpo goes off. And we see a bit of trickery from Ungamoa. Salah couldn't beat his first man all game. On 76, Ungamoa wins a free kick. Clever free kick. The only thing that Salah did was to back heel, and I think it was the only time I saw him pass a ball to his teammate. Great finish by Dom Slobberslide. Absolutely great finish. We should have been going for the jugular. but it was so open. We had no midfield anywhere. They had proper runners. This is a Bournemouth team that have got 6 or 7 players missing from the first team. They've sold Semenyo to City. Let that sink in, will you? Let that sink in. We played like their reserve team without their best player, who they just sold. And Bournemouth, 80 minutes. Christie had a great shot, which was brilliantly saved by Allison for a corner. Corner was cleared. 83 minutes. Bournemouth break through. Evan Nielsen puts the ball wide. 85, Wirtz has a shot. It's saved by the keeper. Ref says it's a goal kick. 86, Scott has a shot, goes over the bar. 90 plus 4 minutes from a throw-in. Absolute shocking. Absolute stupidity. Corner, whatever you want to call it. The ball comes in, we clear it, and then they get a throw-in. And we don't deal with it. We do not deal with that ball going in. And we get punished. And the whole of Bournemouth erupts. I felt sorry for those fans that went all the way down to Bournemouth. You know what Man City did when they got beat by Glimt the other night? They refunded the fans. And do you know what? The Liverpool players should be refunding those fans that went all the way down to Bournemouth in that pissing awful weather that they didn't deserve to watch that. They were singing that, they were getting behind the team. 2-0 down, getting behind the team. 2-1, getting behind the team. 2-2, getting behind the team. Getting behind the team, and they do that. And they watch that. And yeah. Can't do anything about what's happened to Ibu family-wise, but you saw what happened with Joey Gomez. You just saw it. And we've not reacted, have we? In this window. Not reacted at all. Slot says he's happy with his squad. We've got Robbo on the verge of going to Spurs for 5 million. I said to you in the pre-match yesterday, we have to win this game. We have to win this game to give us breathing space of teams that are behind us. And we don't do. We lose the game. You're going to say to me, oh, Andy, they only had 2 days to prepare because Slot told us in the presser, I'm the only team in Europe that's had 2 days to prepare. Look, you prepared against a team of Bournemouth reserves. So I'm not going to be having what he has to say in the press conference. I've not watched it. I'll watch it tomorrow because I can't be arsed watching it tonight. Because it'll probably fuel my anger. So, yeah, we could find ourselves, is it down in 8th, 7th or 8th position? We are in serious trouble if we do after tomorrow's fixtures. Who's it? Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa. That's got nothing to do with us. Man United go to Arsenal. There you go. That's the reality of us, and I'm not. I am not having that performance today. Not having it at all. And it has to go down to Slot. And it has to go down to the players, especially our captain. He'll probably end up apologising. But yeah, it's just been. I wouldn't even say it's a bad day at the office. It's worse than that. I do constructive criticism, but this is a bit more of a rant, and I hate ranting. But I think the team deserves a rant today. I honestly do. I think other than Slot, I think you have to look upstairs as well. They are not reacting to situations that we're in, and it might cost us this season. It might cost the head coach's job in more ways than one, because he's under pressure. He's under real pressure, and I'll be surprised if this carries on. He'll see out the season. There you go, I've said it. People have been saying I've been sat on the fence about him. I haven't. If you watch my videos, incidentally, this is the 401 or 402 video I've made on this channel. So I've been doing this for a while, and I say it how I see it. You know, I don't jump on anybody else's bandwagon. These are my opinions. You might disagree with me. You can always put it down in the comments. Send me a comment about it. But it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So we've got a head coach is now saying, I'm looking after our players because of game time. We have to be careful with them. He brings on a 17-year-old today. He doesn't trust anybody else from the under-21s. He's got no legs in midfield to bring on. So let's go through the players. Alisson couldn't do anything about the goals. Not one of them was his fault. It was his outfield players that let him down. Jeremy didn't get into the game as much, and so he wasn't as effective, but defensive-wise, he was okay. Joey Gomez did all right, and then he went off. He went off to 35 minutes. 25 minutes, sorry. Virgil van Dijk wasn't a captain's performance, that. I know he got the goal back, but we shouldn't have been 2-0 down. We shouldn't have been in that situation. I thought he was very poor today. Very, very poor, even in his decision-making. Kirkes, I'm hoping that Kirkes hasn't picked up a knock. We never utilised his pace in the first half. There was times in that first half where the midfield, he was wide, waiting for the ball to come. And you know what I hate about this team is when they keep going back into traffic. They do not make the pitch bigger. And this is exactly what they were doing today. I'll get on to the midfielders now. Gravenberg kept on getting into traffic. Maka, I thought we saw the best of Maka on Wednesday. We saw the old Maka today. Nothing. Dom Slobberslide, bits and bats, nothing much. Yes, he got his assist with the corner, and yes, he got his goal. Then he had to go back to being right back. Wirtz, that wasn't a good game by Florian Wirtz today. He kept on giving the ball away. Nice little bits of touches, but that was it. He struggled maybe that game. He gave it all in the game on Wednesday, but he struggled today with his passing, his movement. Mo Salah. It ain't happening, guys. It ain't happening. And it's such a sad thing to see the demise of a player who's given us everything, but he can't play in the Premier League no more. And if you think that yes, he can, you really have to seriously ask yourself, what has he done this season? Give me 6 or 7 things that he's done this season that he would have been doing year after year for us. But can you remember any of them this season? He can't beat his man. His shots where he was scoring goals for fun for year after year, can't even hit the target. Yeah, so he just had a poor game. He should have been on the bench today. Ekatike should have started. Cody Gakpo. The less said about this player. I'm not making him a scapegoat, but he's a one-trick pony. Everybody knows he's a one-trick pony, apart from Onslaught, because he'll carry on picking him, carry on choosing him. It's a sore one, a very sore one, but I've had my rant, and you as my mates on here, thanks for listening, because it had to be said. Had to be said. Right, we play Karabag on Wednesday in the final group stages of the Champions League. Let's hope that the Reds have recovered and turn up for that and give the supporters at Anfield something to cheer about and something to remember. But unfortunately, on social and other platforms, other YouTube channels, I will be surprised if anybody says anything good about this game. So, yeah. Okay, thanks for watching me moaning. Appreciate that. Please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel. I'd like to get more of you views on there. Like I say, I've made 400 plus videos now, so I enjoy doing this. This is a very rare video where I will lose my rag, putting it a better way. Okay, enjoy your Saturday evening the best you can, and I'll speak to you on Tuesday. Take care. Up the Reds.